Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll teach you on how to win more battle royale matches, a guide on what fruits to use, what weapons to use, and how to rotate and stuff, which will help you to improve and get more legendary chests. But this also means your enemies will improve, so I mean, theoretically speaking, you'll have a bigger challenge. But basically, I'll divide this video into five segments. The first will be fruits, second will be related to weapons, third will be related to map and rotations, fourth will be related to like accessories and stuff, which most likely I'll just tell you then only. And then the last thing would be the play styles. So, first thing, let me get you into the fruits. So these are all the fruits and their pros and cons. I didn't list them as pros and cons. I just listed them as like which what's the benefit, like, what the fruit offers to you. It's both mixed, so you can just read through each fruit and understand what if a fruit suits you or not, and which fruit is just not worth using at all. There's not that many. I mean, like almost every fruit is good if you have skills. Again, I'm going to give this warning. This tier list is for people who have either started playing the game now or have played it for a decent time, a chunk of time, but not played PvP that much. Because if you're good at the game, you can win even with just basic fists. You would not require any amount of. If you have skills, it can substitute everything basically. But still, it's good to, even with skills, it's good to know what fruits and stuff to use. So, the fruits. Okay, now that we're done with the fruits, I'll get on to the weapons. There's some weapons which you should honestly just not even use, like the bell. I would not recommend using them since they're kind of useless. Flower bouquet, again, it's a good weapon, but it's not that great to, use as the only weapon since range is bad, damage is bad, and stuff. But here's the tier list. Okay, now on to the third segment of the video. I'll tell you about the map. For the map, you should there are two types of places to land. One is a named location, one is unnamed locations. You probably honestly everyone knows that. Basically, named locations have a better loot chance than unnamed locations because they have more chests, of course. That's just common sense. Then, if we move on to lucky zone, I would say it's worth dropping if it's like on a named location, let's say Fort D1 or Dixie Town. But if it's on somewhere in the middle of the snowy area, near no city or like place where there would be any good amount of chests, I would recommend not dropping there because you'll get three rare chests. It's better to go at a location where you can get two to three rare chests, or like why would you go for two to three rare chests when you can go for an epic chest? Basically, it's much better to go for epic chests than two rare chests. So yeah, that's why I'm saying to go for. So if it's in a named location, the lucky zone, you should land there. If it's not, then probably find a other place to land. If you know good treasure chest locations of a map named location, unnamed location, I mean, then you can go there. If there are a good chunk of treasure chests, there must be. I mean, by treasure chest, I mean just normal chests. It's the rare. So lucky zone guarantees you rare or above. So that's great to use. And it even in lucky chests, even if you get lucky with like a legendary chest, there is a usual high amount of loot, more than normal what you would acquire. Because normally you would get like a few legendary weapons and maybe one fruit, but if you get into lucky zone, it's usually two fruits that you get, two legendary fruits, and that's much better than one. So I would recommend trying to find the lucky zone legendary chests. And one technique to steal this stuff is block and just hold D to loot. I am one of those type of people who just steal stuff, you know, so I can actually teach you how to do that very in depth if you want. But basically, lucky zones are good, but not the best. Only if it's a name location, then land there. Then now we move on to the next part of the video, accessories and others knowledge. Accessories. Accessories are completely up to you. If you want to use the Zen Cape, it gives you, I believe, stamina regen or HP regen, something like that. Use it. If you want more HP, use some find a armor, wear it. The better, I would say, Zombie Knight armor is probably your best bet to go to. It gives you the most HP. Bell armor is the second best. Then we have the other armors, which are I forgot the other armors actually. But there are other armors and stuff, so just go for the best one, which is the Zombie Knight if you want HP. But now we move on to the next thing. That is actually more on accessories. If you get bandit, eye patch, and those stuff, I would say equip them. A lot of people do not equip them. Just leave it off and think that why would you need 30 HP? So it's good to wear all the outfits. There are different types of accessories like face, neck, and stuff. So it's good to equip all as many as you can without taking one down, you know. Then next thing is play styles. There are three types of play styles majorly. One is the camper, the ones who camp till last zone, probably using Suke, and at the end they just somehow get lucky and kill you. Or there could be another type of campers, which are the campers that actually have good loot and for just waiting till the last zone. Let's say Gura, they just wait till the last zone and then they try to kill you with the Gura they have, because they can knock you out of the zone. Then there's the third type of campers who have nothing and camp in the last ring. Don't know why they camp, but there are people like that. You'll see when you kill them that they drop nothing. I don't know how people don't get this loot. But then we move on to the second major category, which is the attackers, the extremely aggro people. You'll see these guys everywhere. Usually, this game is filled with aggro people. You'll see a guy randomly for no reason. He hits you once with a punch and he'll chase you till ends of hell. Even in hell, you won't be safe. You'll feel despair at every moment of your life. So, these people are the most annoying. They are these veterans of the game, skilled like since the game PvP even came out. They've been sacrificing their soul to Satan to get good at the game, and now they're just whooping kids. Basically, they will chase you. Even if they have the worst weapon in the game, they'll still chase you. So be careful of these guys. Try to run away. Running is not that hard in this game since you can just dash away. Unless you have Gura or Pika. And Pika's dash is still fine, but I mean Goro, not Gura. Goro dash, if you get it, sad life, man. You won't be able to run away. Then there are the third type of characters, the looters, who go after loot even till the end. They just go for loot and try to get the best loot they can. I would say this is the safest playstyle to play. You can loot and still run. You don't have to necessarily camp and get bad loot and die at the end. And you necessarily don't have to fight the aggressive players because you can run around looting. But you don't necessarily looting necessarily does not mean that in the last ring you're trying to get loot. It means you get the best loot you possibly can before the zone shrinks to a limit where you can't loot anymore. Then you have to go fight. But by that time you have pretty good loot, so you can easily kill the enemies. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. And if you want to know anything else in depth, about something I missed or something else, I will do a video on that. Yes, so for now, peace.